In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I get to max level without spending a single Robux. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first thing you gotta do is to click Pirates because after NPC spawns. Before I start, I need to say two things. First thing is you won't be using any 2x EXP code or Percy at all. And the second thing is not really required, but like if you have any powerful friends that can help you out for like 7 minutes, you're set. If you do have friends, all you gotta do is go to Fountain, this big thing, go down here and let your friend make these NPCs one hit for you so you can easily kill them. From one kill, you get like 27 to 30 levels. And all you gotta do is grind these NPCs until level 55. But like news, we're not at level 55 yet since we still gotta do the normal way. The normal way is easy. All you gotta do is get the bandit quest and fight these 5 NPCs. All you gotta do is like 45 quests and you'll be like level 10 by now. And then after you're level 10, you can now go to the next island, which is jungle. If you don't know where the island is, you can either look here or just click your compass to track there. But like news, we're now in jungle and the first thing you gotta do is to fight monkeys. You gotta fight 6 monkeys, which is not even that hard at all. And by the way, the main thing you want to do right now is you want to max out your millistat until I say not to. Like anyways, after you finish with these monkey quests, you'll be level 15. That means you can now do the next quest, which is the gorillas right over there. But before you go to the gorillas, you want to at least defeat one more extra monkey so you can have enough EXP to get to level 20. And this quest is very easy. Also, all you gotta do is just lure them all to this place right over here and just stand on top and you can just straight up just punch them, which is very easy. And after one quest, you'll be level 20 since you defeated an extra monkey. And then the next quest is now the Gorilla King. The Gorilla King can be kind of hard if you let it be hard. The Gorilla King has one move. Whenever he pulls his hand up, you want to dash back quick as possible so you don't take a lot of damage. Like all you gotta do is just stay back, punch him, and then whenever he try to AoE damage, just go back. And after one quest, you'll be at like level 24 around that, and then you'll have enough time to do the Gorilla quest 2 or 3 times counting on how fast you are, and you'll be level 30. Once you're level 30, the Gorilla King should be here, so might as well just defeat him again. But like once you finish with that, you can now go to the next island. But before you go to the next island, I recommend you to go to Middletown to buy yourself a gun, which is slingshot. All you gotta do is talk to this weapon dealer and buy slingshot. It only costs 5k, which is not even that much. And then after you get your slingshot, you can now go to the next island, which is Boogie Town or Pirate Village. And once you're in Pirate Village, the first quest you gotta do is to pirate, which is not that hard. All you gotta do is just these NPC will be able to attack you, but like you're fine. All you gotta do is attack and go back. There is a hole right over here where the NPCs can come, but like if they get stuck right over here, you're set. But like anyways, you'll be doing this quest like 3 or 4 times until level 40 for the next quest, which is the brutes, which are right over here behind the boss. And what I recommend here is to gather these 4 NPCs and then go behind this exact wall right over here. They won't be able to attack you, well you can attack them instead. Like this. It's straight up a kill zone and you straight up get free levels. You could fight these 2 NPCs if you want, but like it's not really recommended. But like you'll be farming this quest until level 55 for the boss quest, which shouldn't be that hard at all. And by the time you're level 55, you should have 35,000 cash, so you can now go to jungle right over there and then talk to Ziolos right over here to spin a fruit. And about those fruits, there's certain ones you want to try to get. For example, right over here, the main fruit you want to try to get is Chop, Ice, Light, or Buddha. That's the main ones. If you don't get them 4, it's fine. The next requirement you want to try to get for the fruit is if it's a Logia, like Smoke or Flame, where you won't get hit until you reach a level requirement. If you get any mythical fruit, do not eat it at all, unless if it's like Rex or Kitsune. You could keep Kitsune for the valley, but like I do not recommend eating any mythical fruits. They're straight up bad for grinding. But like anyways, let's go back to Pirate Village. And at level 55, that's where the Fountain players comes, and since they won't have a lot of money, it's fine. And at level 55, I recommend having like at least 30 points into defense, where it will be level 31, so you can have 250 HP. And this boss is not that hard. You just gotta do this, go behind a wall and just attack him. And after you attack him like 6 times, he'll do a sword slash like that, or he'll do a close AoE move. Boogeyman, could you like do this? Okay, yeah, like this. It will do like around 100 damage, which is not even that bad, but like the boss is pretty simple. Now, after you defeat the boss, you want to start server hopping. If you don't know how to server hop, this is how you do it. What you basically got to do is go to servers, go down here and click descending into ascending and then exclude private servers. And then after that, refresh and just join this one. I don't know how to get it. I'm pretty sure this is free for every player. Like, yeah, all you got to do is server hop, fight the boss and defeat him and then keep joining the next server. And yes, you'll be doing a lot of server hopping in First Sea. It's a requirement of doing this fast. But like anyways, you'll be farming the boogeyman boss until level 90 for the next island. And by the way, if you did get a flying fruit like rocket, spin, smoke, flame, or something like that, I recommend you going to Marine Fortress right over there and then going up to this tower right over here to buy the black cape, which costs 50k. And I only recommend doing this once you hit level 90, which is pretty powerful. It gives 100 HP and energy and 5% more damage to any attack, which is very powerful. But like anyways, for the players who went to Fountain and got to level 90 from fighting this boss, you will have like 250k dollars, so might as well just go to jungle and then cop a fruit. And if you do get a flying fruit, might as well just go to Marine Fortress and then get the black cape. But like anyways, once you level 90, you can now go to the next island, which is Frozen Village. And the first thing you want to do is to go right and go inside this cave to talk to Riley right over here. It will give you 3 different builds, which will help you out a lot. The first move is Sky Jump, which will allow you to jump more. Comes with the cost of your energy. Next is Hockey. That will make you do more damage if you're using fighting style or a sword. And then finally Flash Up. One click and I'll already be up there. That's how OP it is. Like anyways, you're now level 90. You can now do the Snow Bandit quest. And if you have a Logia fruit or chop, you'll guarantee have Logia on them. Like this right over here. They won't attack you anymore, which is very powerful. But like anyways, this quest is very easy. There's only 5 NPCs, which is fine. But like yeah, you'll be doing this quest until level 105. If you do want to do the next quest, which is the Snowmans, you can, since you will have Logia on them also. You just gotta gather them up and then defeat them. But like yeah, after you reach level 105, you can now fight the next boss, which is Yeti. And the Yeti boss has the same ability as the Gorilla King, which will do a AoE damage around you. But like all you gotta do is just attack him. I killed him a little bit too fast, but like once he's about to throw his hands up, just dash back and then just keep doing that. And yeah, make sure to keep maxing out your melee, because the faster you can kill them, the faster you can level up. You don't really care about your HP until later. Like yeah, you'll be farming the Yeti boss by server hopping until level 130 for the next island, which is Marine Fortress. And by the way, if you still are using combat, I recommend getting the next fighting style, which is Dark Step. I kind of forgot, but like yeah, let me just show you where it is. It is back at Pirate Village right over here. It will cost 150k, which is a lot, but like it's a lot better than combat. I won't be using it since I want to keep God Human Black anyways. Once you reach level 130, like I said, you can now go to the next island, which is Marine Fortress. And we're back here. If you did not get any abilities of flying, you can now just flash step up here by clicking R and then just you get a black cape. But like anyways, you can now fight the next boss, which is Device Captain, I think. No, Device Admiral, which you can glitch him a bit. If you make him get stuck right over here like this, you'll get hit, but like it's fine. He won't be able to attack you while you can. But like watch out for his triple blade attack, since it will do around like 200 damage, which is a lot, but like you just gotta dodge it. But like yeah, the boss is not that hard. You just have a bit of HP and you'll be farming this boss exactly until level 220 for the next island. You might be complaining about server hopping a lot of bosses, but like it's for the greater good. And once you're level 220, counting on how fast you do it, you can now spin another fruit at jungle again. But like if you can't, I recommend still going to see how long it takes, because after you spin a fruit once, it will take exactly 2 hours. And right now I'm kind of broke, so I cannot spin a fruit. But like anyways, I have to see how long you gotta wait. If it's like 30 minutes, I do not recommend going there until the next level requirement. Like anyways, we can now go to prison, which is right over there, and you'll be fighting 3 different bosses: Warden, Chief Warden, and Swan, which he's not Swan yet. And there's a little cheese for these bosses. It's by just tagging them and then making them follow and then going behind this exact wall right over here, and now you can straight up just punch them, which is very cheesy. And you can also do with the Chief Warden, which is level 230. And since the Swan boss is not here, it's okay, never mind, we are here. This boss is kind of annoying. Like I said, all you gotta do is just stay over here and then attack him like 5 times. He'll do that annoying move. But like anyways, this boss is pretty easy, and you'll be fighting these 3 NPC until level 350 for the next quest. But like make sure to spin a fruit when you can to go to 3rd sea. Once you reach level 350, you can now go to the next island, which is the Volcano, which is very far away. It is 1,000 meters away. God dang. But like anyways, the next boss is the Magma Admiral, which is very hard-ish, but like he's decently easy. All you gotta do is dodge his attack and just punch him or use your abilities. And by the way, I completely forgot, once you reach level 350, you'll have like $2.7 million, so might as well go to Underwater City, which is right over here, close to prison right over here. All you gotta do is go to this wormhole to get the best fighting style of 2nd sea, which is right over over here in this little not really hidden hole to get Fishman Karate, which is pretty OP, but it's a very powerful fighting style. But like anyways, let's go back. You'll be fighting the Magma Admiral until level 425. And by the time you're level 425, you should have 1 million bounty or honor so you can get Ultra Instinct. That will help you out a lot. To get Ultra Instinct, you got to do the Shanks quest, which it takes too long explaining. But like yeah, after you fight the Magma Admiral and reach level 425, you can now go to the next boss, which is in Underwater City, the same place where the water kung fu is, so you guys should already know where it is. But like anyways, we cannot fight the next boss, which is the Fishman Lord, which this boss is decently easy, I would say. All I gotta do is just hit him in this corner exactly right over here, and now just use the Ultra Instinct and just attack him. And after like 6 hits, make sure to go back so you don't get attacked by this trident. This boss is pretty easy. All you gotta do is just stay back, and yeah, you'll be farming that boss for a lot of levels still until level 500. And the stat you should have right now is like 31 points into defense, and if you did get a good fruit, you probably have almost all your points into black shoots and like 100 at least to melee, so you can actually run around. But like anyways, after you reach level 500, you can now go to the next island, which is Upper Sky, and it will probably point you up there. Like flying up there is not the fastest way. The best way is to go to normal sky, which is over there. After that, going up here and then go inside this secret tunnel inside this cloud to go to Upper Sky, and that's where the boss is. The next boss is Whisper, and he's pretty easy also. You gotta attack him, just stay here. He has a gun, so attack him like 6 times again, go back, let him use his gun, attack him 6 to 10 times, and just defeat him. But like yeah, pretty simple still. And by the time you're level 500, you should be able to spin another fruit. And by the way, you better hope your luck is good enough to get a 1 million value fruit, and if it's not, you're kind of cooked. But like anyways, you'll be fighting Whisper until level 575 for the next boss. And by the time you're level 575, you want to have at least 200 to 250 points into melee, so you can actually travel the long distance, which is the other side right over here. And it takes a lot of NG if you don't have a lot. And the next boss is Thunder God NL. And for this boss, you want to abuse your Ultra Instinct much as possible, so just attack him and make sure to have Aki on because he does have Logia. But like yeah, his main build you gotta watch out is for that Thunderbolt Strike because it's very annoying, and he does do a lot of damage. By the time you're here, you want to have like 100 point at least into defense also, so you can actually survive a hit, so you can actually survive and not die. Like what I normally do is just straight up max out blocks or nothing on melee or defense. But like anyways, you'll be farming Whisper and Thunder God Anel until level 675 for the next boss. If you don't want to fight bosses anymore, I recommend getting to level 625 if you have Buddha. If you don't, you can still probably go there if you have Logia fruit. If you don't have Buddha, I recommend getting to like level 642 so you can have Logia. But like anyways, let's now go to the next island and the final island, which is Fountain. And you're gonna be doing the first quest, the Gale Pirates. You just gotta attack them, just stand right over here and just punch them or use your weapon. But yeah, this quest is pretty easy. You don't really have to farm bosses anymore because the boss is very annoying, but like if you do, it will be very rewarding if you get his accessory, which is a 1 in 100. Like yeah, if you don't want to farm bosses anymore, you'll be farming this quest exactly until level 742 for the next quest, which is in Second Sea. Same for Buddha players. If you want to get to Second Sea, I still recommend getting to level 725 for the second quest in Second Sea. Once you reach level 725 or level 742, you can now go to the next island. Like before that, you gotta fight the final boss of First Hue. To do that, you need to go to prison and talk to the military detective right over here, and then you'll get a key from him. And then after that, go to Frozen Village. In the cave down below, you'll be able to unlock this door by holding the key out, but like since I can't, I'm just teleport here. Final boss is Ice Admiral. Like he is very annoying. You want to trap him right over here, and since you have 700 HP around that, you'll be able to survive at least 1 hit. But like yeah, he's decently easy. You just gotta stay back and just punch him. But like yeah, after you defeat him, you can now go to Second Sea. To go to Second Sea, you gotta go to Middle Island, and once you are here, make sure to go grab a fruit and then go back here to talk to experienced captain to go to Second Sea. And now in Second Sea, make sure to pick pirate because it's still better. Like anyways, the next quest is right over there, and since you're level 742, you'll be able to have Logia on this quest. But like for you guys who has friends that's very powerful, you want to do Buddha raid. If you don't have Buddha, go to cafe right here and ask a friend if they can give you Buddha, this fruit right over here, so you can eat it. And then after that, do Buddha raid. If you don't want to die, make sure you do a stat refund code. This is the code right here to reset your stat. And yeah, right here, you'll get a stat refund, and you can just click stat refund and you'll be able to switch your stat. Like anyways, after you do Buddha raid, you'll be able to have final big form of Buddha, which is this. And there's a little glitch you can do, which is to click Z while transforming and then click to your melee or your sword if you are using main sword very fast like this. Like sword, it will become very big and you'll have big hitbox, which will help you out so much. You can just attack them and you'll not be able to get hit, and you can just do free damage. But like if you do switch out to another weapon like combat and then go back, you'll lose it, so you have to do it again. Light, something like that. You cannot do the mercenaries, which is pretty easy. And by the way, you'll not be using any 2x6 code yet. And there's a total of 16 free 2x6 codes, so you want to use it wisely as possible. But like you'll be doing this quest until level 775 for the next quest, which is the Swan Pirate. And let me tell you, you'll be here for a long time. This quest is pretty easy and it's one of the best quests. This will be the time where most people will be using their first 2x6 code. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Make sure to look at stock, because like it might have Buddha or light that you might want, and the stock currently mid. Perfect. Like anyways, you'll be farming this quest until you get Logia, which is like level 785, 790, something like that. But like once you get Logia, make sure to do this quest thing I'm about to say. But like yeah, one 2x6 code should get to like level 830, 820, something like that. And I do not recommend using another 2x6 code just yet. You want to get to level 850 without using any 2x6 code now, so you can actually do a pretty good quest. But like before that, I recommend you just fighting the boss without any 2x6 code. After you defeat the boss, go to cafe right over there and then talk to Burrito right over here. His first quest will be defeating 50 Swan Pirates for 70 million EXP, which is a lot. So make sure to go here and then defeat all the NPCs you need to do. And once you reach 49 out of 50 kills, I recommend getting this man low as possible. And then before you kill him, go over here, use the code, and then one shot him, and then start grinding this quest again. After the second 20 minutes of 2x6p, you should be around level 910 to like 930. Like at that time, I recommend just farming without no 2x6p code, because you're still trying to save it for a third C. It will take a lot out of you. Like yeah, once you're level, like yeah, once you finish with your 2x6p code, go to Burrito, and then his next quest will actually defeat Jeremy up there. It will not be like a actual quest, so you might want to go over here, actually get the quest and then defeat him. And after you're finished, his third and final quest is to free the gladiators, which is over there. But I recommend going up here first and then going to this table to remember this code, because like you'll need it. In Coliseum, there will be a secret entrance right over here, which you will have to run up to the pallets and then just click all of them. Like yeah, after that you'll get a item called Warrior Helmet that will increase your combat or sword damage by like 12.5%, so I recommend using it. Once you're level 950, you cannot go to the next island, which is Graveyard, which is right over there. And once you reach Graveyard, you're not gonna be using any 2x6 code still, and you'll be finding the zombies. The zombie quest is pretty easy. You'll be farming this quest until level 1000. And yeah, by the way, make sure to set your spawn point at cafe and spin a fruit when you can. But like once you reach level 1000, you cannot go to the next island. But like before that, I recommend going to Green Zone or Dock 3 right over here, and then talk to the alchemist right over here. His quest will ask you to find 3 flowers. I recommend just finding another video for this because it's gonna take too long. After you collect the 3 flowers, you can now talk to him again, and it will cost 500k to get race V2. And the most common race is human, which will allow you to teleport or flash up a lot further. Like yeah, after you get race V2, I recommend going back to cafe to go up to the mansion to talk to Trevor. And by this time, you should have a 1 million value fruit. If you don't, just completely skip what I'm about to say. If you do have 1 million value fruit, take it out your storage and then talk to Trevor. After you do that, he will take your fruit. If it's anything valuable like Kitsune, Leopard, Dragon, Venom, Rex, something like that, make sure not to use it, because like it's gonna be a waste. Like anyways, you can now go down here to fight Awakened Swan, which is not here. And yeah, and by the time you're level 1000, you should have completely maxed out Blackster stats, have like at least 200 to 300 points into melee and everything else into defense. You will have like 3 to 4,000 points into HP, which will somewhat allow you to survive one hit from Awakened Swan. He does have 2 lives, so make sure to watch out. And if you get lucky enough, he will drop you his glasses, which I don't know what it does, but like is very powerful. It's a 1 in 100. But anyways, once you do that, you want to get V3, which is over there, right in the secret entrance. You talk to Arrow. Since human is the most common race, I'll tell you what's the quest for that. The quest for that is to fight the first 3 boss, which is Diamond, he spawns right over here, Jeremy, which spawns right over there, and Fujitoro, which spawns in Green Zone. After you do that, you want to go back to him and give him $2 million so you can get race V3. And the race V3 ability is very powerful. The human race V3, basically whenever you have low HP, like if I had a maximum of 10,000 HP and I had like 1,000 HP left, it will make me do 250% more damage, I believe. Like for the next 8 seconds or 7 seconds, seconds, you'll do 200% more damage. So make sure to use it very wisely. And it has like a 30-second cooldown. Like I said, if you don't have a single 1 million value fruit, just skip everything what I just said and then do it later. Like anyways, the next island is Snowy Mountain right over there. And you're gonna be fighting the snow troopers. Like this will be the next time you'll be using your 2x60 code. And by the time you should have Buddha, but like if you don't, it's fine. If you don't have Buddha, I recommend you getting to level 1100 for the next island, which is HHHC on the cold side right over there. If you do have Buddha, I recommend you getting to level 1125 or level 1175 for the next quest. So this will bring you down to 12 2x60 codes left. But like once you reach one of the 3 level requirements, you cannot get to the next island. If you're on the cold side, it's fine. You'll be doing the lab supportant or the horn warriors. There's only 5 NPCs for the lab supportant, which is fine. But like for this quest, it will ask you to defeat 9 NPCs, which is pretty simple. And you will probably be using at least one 2x60 code on the cold side, which is perfectly fine. You'll have now 11 2x60 codes left. And make sure not to use it 30 minutes because like that's for later. But like yeah, after you get to level 1175, you can now go to the next island. And yeah, make sure to keep increasing your defense or more HP. And this quest is pretty easy. And make sure not to go on the lava unless you have magma, or you'll be taking a lot of damage like this. I almost died. But like anyways, you'll be doing exactly this quest, not the other one, until level 1250. And you'll be using a 2x60 code, 10 codes left. Like yeah, you'll be farming this quest until level 1250. After the 20 minutes, you'll probably be like level 1220. So might as well just get extra 30 levels on your own. And once you reach level 1250, you can now go to the next island, which is Haunted Ship right over there. Once you're on Haunted Ship, you'll be finding the ship deck hands, and you will be using a 2x60 code here, which makes it 7 left. And there's exactly 7 NPCs here, so you just gotta cycle them. Yeah, but yeah, you'll be doing this quest until level 1300 for the next quest, which is the ship stewards down over here. There's only 5 NPC here, which is fine. But like, yeah, from level 1300 to 1400, you won't be using any 2x6 code at all. You're trying to save as much as possible. But like anyways, you now have 2 different options. You get to level 1350 or level 1325 for the next quest, which is up here to fight the ship officers. This quest is a lot better than the ship stewards. Like if you're misclicking the first quest, I recommend just going back to the first quest because you don't want to waste any EXP. But yeah, once you reach level 1350, you can now go to the next town, which is Ice Castle. And now you'll be fighting the Arctic warriors right over here until level 1375. Or you can just stay here until level 1400. But like yeah, once you're level 1375, you can now fight the snow lurkers, which they are ice users, so make sure to watch out. If you have Buddha, you're completely fine. But like yeah, you'll be farming this until the next quest. And once you reach level 1400, you can now use the next 2x60 code, or you don't really need to at all. You could actually save for the next island, which is a lot better. If you want to, it will actually help you out a lot more in 3rd sea. So I'm probably going to be sticking with that. So yeah, you'll be fighting the Ice Awakened Admiral, which is pretty easy. You just gotta attack him and then go behind this wall exactly right over here and just punch him. If you have Buddha, just go up there and start punching them. You'll be fighting the Arctic warriors or the snow lurkers until level 1450 for the next quest, which you'll actually be able to use 2x60 codes. And the next island is Forgotten Island. If you did use the 2x60 code in the last island, it's completely fine. If you don't, you're kind of set here. It will help you out so much more. Like yeah, the next quest is the Water Fighters. Like yeah, you'll be farming this quest until level 1475 to fight the boss. If you want, you could probably save until the Tide Keeper and then defeat him and then use the 2x60 code, which is pretty good also. Like yeah, you'll be around have like 8 or 7 2x60 codes now. So yeah, you'll be doing this quest until level 1525 for the next island. Not the next island, the next sea. And if you still have not gotten race V3, make sure to do it. To get to 3rd sea, you will have to go to Colosseum and then talk to King Redhead right over here. He's gonna ask you for 2 different requirements, which is to get to level 1500 and fight those swans. But yeah, after you talk to King Redhead, you will now need to fight, which is pretty easy. You just gotta stay back and start punching them. After you finish fighting Indra, you'll be in a cutscene, and then after that, you can now go to 3rd sea, which is in green zone right over there in the dock. And now you can go to 3rd sea by talking to Mr. Captain. Make sure to give him a kiss. Like anyways, let's now go now. And we are now in 3rd sea. You'll be level 1525 with hopefully Buddha awakened if you get lucky enough to find a person. Like you'll be fighting the pistol billionaires. And there's exactly 8 NPCs here. So if you do have awakened Buddha, I recommend just fighting all these NPCs so you can actually finish the quest faster. But like if you don't, you're fine. All you gotta do is just fight these 4 NPCs. You'll be using 2 codes here, so you should have like around 7 codes left, which should be enough. I mean, around 5 codes left. But yeah, you'll be farming this quest until level 1650 for the next island. A lot of levels, yes. I don't recommend going to the next quest at all until level 1650 because the quest is straight up mid block anyways. The next island is Hydra, Upper Hydra, and we're now here. And the first quest is to fight the giant islanders. I still cannot say islanders without stopping, but like yeah, there's exactly 6 NPCs here, and you won't be using any 2x6 codes just yet until you get 95 to fight the boss. If the boss is not here, just straight up use your code, and you'll be using 1 code here to get to level 1725, which is the next island. And normally I would say to not go to this island unless if you have Buddha. Like yeah, since you do have Buddha, you cannot go to the next island. If you still don't have Buddha, just stay here and use 2 codes here to get to level 1775. If you do have Buddha, you'll be doing the second quest here, which is the Marine Rear Admirals, and these guys are very annoying if you let them be annoying. Basically, they'll be using this exact move, which is super weird. Like yeah, since you have Buddha, you just gotta punch them and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Like you will be using 2x60 code here to get to level 1775 for the next island, which is floating island entrance right over there. And you should have like 3 codes left, and now you won't be using any 2x60 codes for 50 levels. So yeah, you'll be doing the Fishman Raiders, and then after you get to level 1800, you will be doing the Fishman Captains, which is a lot better than this quest right over there. But yeah, you can spin fruit right over there at Mansion. I recommend just spinning your fruit because why not? But like anyways, once you get to level 1825, you cannot do the next quest, which is next to Mansion. And before you do a single quest, I recommend talking to this man right here and doing the Citizens quest. And let me tell you, this quest is very useful. It will ask you to defeat 50 forest pirates, which is not that hard. Just to get to 49 out of 50, almost defeat an NPC, and then before you defeat them, use a code and just beat them. And with 2x XP, you'll get 500 million XP, bro. That's so much levels. That'll be exactly 7 levels. But okay, you'll be doing this quest until level 1925. You'll only be using 1 2x XP code because of the Citizens quest is that good. You'll be like level 1900 probably. Oh yeah, just get the extra 25 levels on your own, and now you have 2 2x XP codes left. The next code is kind of 50-50. It's how you like it. If you don't like this quest at all, I don't recommend doing this and just going back to Forest Pirate. But like if you do, it's fine. The next quest is the Musketeer Pirates, and there's exactly 7 NPCs, so might as well just cycle all of them. And you'll be doing this quest until level 1975 for the next island, which shouldn't be that hard. Like you cannot go to the next island once you're level 1975, which is Haunted Castle. And this island is very useful. The first quest is to fight the Reborn Skeletons, which is right over here. There's exactly 7 NPCs. They are kind of glitchy. Like, why are they not all glitched? But like anyways, you won't be using any 2x60 code until level 2025, which is 50 levels. It's not even that much. Like yeah, every time you defeat a enemy, you have a chance of getting something called bones, and these bones are very useful. From these bones, you can spin at the Death King right over here next to the Reborn Skeletons, and you have a chance of getting 2x XP. And just get 2x XP real quick. And this is a horrible example right over there. 2x XP. You have a chance of getting 10 minutes worth. Once I've gotten like 1 hour and 30 minutes of 2x XP, which I was complaining about since I was max level. But like anyways, make sure to use your 2x XP code very wisely, which is not right now yet. But like you'll be fighting the Reborn Skeletons until level 2000 for the next quest, which is the Living Zombies. And this quest is very easy. You'll be farming this quest until level 2025, which is the next quest right over here. You'll be fighting the Demonic Souls. And I believe, I do not really remember because like it's been way too long. I believe you have like 1 or 2 2x XP codes left. What I'm gonna say is you're gonna use all of it. Any codes you have left, you're gonna be using it. But yeah, after that, you'll be farming this quest for a while. When I say a while, I mean a while. Until level 2200. Oh yeah, by the way, if you have a VIP and you're gonna be AFKing this night on Blox, make sure to abuse that. By abuse that, I mean you can actually do a little glitch by doing the weapon thing, and then you'll have a big weapon. You want a weapon that will not fling you. Like it is, you want to stand right over here, and if you have auto clicker, make sure to use it. Don't ask me how to get auto clicker. I don't know, I got it like 2 years ago. But like anyways, all you want to do is just macro right over here, and you'll get like max bones, maybe like 3000 bones. So every 2 hours you can spin on Death King. After you use your 30 minutes of 2x6 speed code, make sure to see if you have over 500 bones and spin it at the Death King. You're gonna be staying here until level 2200 for the next quest, which will take you a long time, counting on how lucky you are with Death King. But yeah, once you reach level 2200, make sure to go there first and then set your spawn point at the next island and then come back just to use your bones. Since you might have enough time. But yeah, let me go to the next island, which is Cake Island. And by the way, since it's level 2200, you'll not be fighting the cookie crackers. And you better hope that you can get some 2x codes from Death King, because you'll be needing it for a bit. But yeah, once you level 2250, you can now go to the next part, which is over there, the baking staffs. And there's only 6 NPCs here, which is fine. But yeah, you'll be staying at this quest until level 1300 for the next island, the third to final island, which is over here, which is Chocolate Mountain Island. And you'll be doing the Cocoa Warriors, and you'll be doing this quest until level 2325 for the next quest, which is over here, which is a Chocolate Bar Battlers. And there's 6 NPCs here, so make sure to abuse that. But yeah, you'll be farming these guys until level 2350 for the next quest, which is right over here, which are the Sweep Thieves. That's level 1350. And then after you get to level 1375, you can now do the Candy Rebels. And then finally after that, you'll be farming this exact quest until level 1400 for the next island, which is Christmas Island. This island still does not have a name. It's just called Christmas Island. But like, yeah, you'll not be fighting the Candy Pirate, which is level 1400. They are not that hard. All they do is straight up punch, and they do have Logia, so watch out. You'll be doing this quest until level 1425 for the next side, which is the Snow Demons. And if you have any form of bones, make sure to go back to Death King and then start spinning, and hopefully you get 2x60 codes. There is another method you could do. It's by going back to Haunted Castle and then farm the demonic souls until level 2475. While farming, you will get bones, like at least 500 or 300, counting on your RNG, which is not a bad play. But like anyways, let's go back. But like anyways, once you reach level 2425, you can now fight the Snow Demons, which is basically the other side, but they have more HP. An idea of farming these guys is basically finishing this quest first, and then after you finish the quest and while they're still respawning, you could do the first quest in the other side. Since they're already spawning, you can straight up just fight them. But like anyways, if you do get lucky and get like at least 30 minutes of 2x60 code, I recommend just staying here until all the 2x60 code is over, and you should be around like level 1500 if you do get 30 minutes. So yeah, let's now go to the final island at that point. And if you don't, just stay here until level 1475 for the next island, or go to Haunted Castle and do the bone method. But like anyways, we are now in the last island right over here on this side. If you're level 1475, you cannot do both of these sides of quest. Basically, you fight the ISIL outlaws first, and after you finish the quest, you go to the other side, you fight the island boys until level 2525, 25 levels away from the last quest, which is in the other side. And once you're level 2525, you cannot fight both of these quests, which is the Sun Kiss Warriors and the ISIL champions, until max level 2550. But yeah, that's basically my method on getting to max level without any Robux. If you just purely grind in total, you'll probably get to max level after like 20 hours maybe, which is like 3 days if you just grind Blox for 3 days, or maybe even less. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this long video. I didn't think it would be this long, but yeah, like anyways, I'll see you guys in the next 1 to max video.